Welcome. Do not forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Exclusive.
Now, still on Nnamdi Kanu's case, as it is, Nnamdi Kanu is ready for you. Will continue to win. IPOB tells Abubakar Malami. The indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, has stated that the legal team of its leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, is prepared to answer the Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, in any law court. The indigenous people of Biafra made the statement while pointing out that its leader would keep defeating Malami, and also the Federal High Court in Abuja's decision to postpone Kanu's trial indefinitely. Okay. And now, also it has prompted a response from indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. Justice Binta Yanko adjourned the trial indefinitely, pending the resolution of the federal government's appeal against the October 13 judgment of the Court of Appeal that discharged Kanu of the terrorism charges. The federal government's appeal seeking reversal of the Court of Appeal judgment is pending before the Supreme Court. Also reacting, indigenous people of Biafra IPOB spokesman Ima Powerful. He reacted in a statement on Saturday, commended Kanu's counsels Hàñďìçàp and Mike Exekome for their efforts. A statement by a Powerful reads as thus: we, the global movement and family of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, ably led by the prophet Mazi Nnamdi Okuchukwu. A statement by Ima Powerful has been read, and so far. And we, the global movement and the family of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, ably led by the prophet Mazi Nnamdi Okuchukwu Kanu, wish to recognize the high level of preparedness demonstrated by our legal team in answering the Attorney General and the Minister of Justice of the Nigeria and Abubakar Malami, wherever he calls Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB in the Nigeria court system. Both the led counsel, Chief Mike Ezekome and Barrister Hàñďìçàp, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's most trusted, reported that the judge told Malami and his goons that both the first case and the second undocumented case are adjourned to await the hearing of Nnamdi Kanu, and finally also determining of the highest court of the land, the Supreme Court, during their last appearance at Honorable Justice Binta Yanko's High Court, Abuja, on Monday, November 14th, 2022. We also recognize that these two leaders work with a whole host of brilliant lawyers who work tirelessly behind the scenes and up front in the court to defend our leader and our movement. Malami was further admonished by the court that the former case and even the new one have both been prohibited from being heard for the trial of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in any court. So, we, the global family of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, recognize these successes and winnings and want to congratulate our leader and legal team for their act of bravery in the face of Nigeria governments, in the intimidation of the Nigerian government and threats. In this issue, Nigerian government and threat, there is nothing, I believe, that goes up that does not come down, because the law of gravity said what goes up definitely will surely come down. And in the case of truth, you are saying the truth like this, and you are telling us this is not the truth, it is truth. No, rather I call it teeth. But notwithstanding, he says we, the global family of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, recognize these successes and winnings and want to congratulate our legal team for their act of bravery in the face of Nigerian government's intimidation and threats. We recognize the legal team for their continued doggedness in the fight with the monster called Nigeria, or rather the monster called Malami, because Malami is a so-called called himself as the Attorney General of the Federation, and he says he's the Minister of Justice. It's even heavy for me to call from my mouth, because I believe a minister, an attorney, I don't know, does he not understand English? If court lay verdict is verdict, either negative or positive. Now, if court lay verdict say go to the prison, or if you are discharged and acquitted, either of those. Now, if, for instance, Nnamdi Kanu, in all the charges that was laid against him, and he is guilty, automatically he would have been in prison. So if a court has said discharged and acquitted, then why are they still holding him? Okay, you went to Court of Appeal, Nnamdi Kanu won. You went to Supreme Court, he still won. Then what do you want? You want to adjourn the case, adjourn the case, adjourn the case. What are you adjourning? Because at the long run, oh God, I don't know where Malami is going to face. Because maybe he's going to fizzle out, he's going to disappear, he's going to, come 2023, we are waiting. But nothing will do Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu, well, I believe he's a man. He's a man. He's a hero. There's nothing to be compared to that. Because from this antecedent, I believe, if power intoxicates, or rather, if someone can, diabolically, create human, you would have the indigenous people of Biafra would have created, human in robot form and flying downwards to go and kill one or two persons, delaying the progress of Nnamdi Kanu, because they so much believe in Nnamdi Kanu. Because I'm not saying I believe in Nnamdi Kanu, but the truth must be truth, because they say justice for one, justice for all. Then why are they still keeping him? God so kind, Nnamdi Kanu is still there. Nigerians have reacted so very, very, wild. And I believe if care is not taken, oh my God, Nigeria will crumble. And because of this present administration, this present bad governance representation, this present dispensation that does not care about human, that does not care about women's feelings, that does not care about human rights, even international law, they are unruly. The Nigerian, so-called Nigerian government, the Buhari, the brothers of Buhari, the Malami, the brothers of Malami, etc., etc. And some few of the Yorubas that are answering a Fulani name and believe that is how the life is. Well, maybe some persons have not heard about how Buhari was served a letter of arrest by International Criminal Court. We're still going to talk about that. Nnamdi Kanu is a free man. Now, Buhari has been served International Criminal Court, has been served letter of arrest. Likewise, Malami. Lai Mohammed. Have you heard about Lai Mohammed again? He doesn't even talk. Oshibajo, we understand that part, that they shut his mouth with that trader's money. But that's not for today for us to pause. But let's read a few comments here before we close the curtain as it is. Wow. According to Adams Dua, he said Kanu is a terrorist. He cannot do anything to Malami. Anything happens to this man, then you knew the rest. Stupid fool. Oh, this is not about Kanu, and this is not about IPOB. This is about justice. So Adamu or Adams, be enlightened and know what you know. Because I'm very angry. I do not want to respond to anybody, concerning justice. But if justice is for one, justice is for all. Now, Adams Dua have said this, that Kanu is a terrorist. Undudi Nati, no, this one is Onye Buagu. Yeah, he said, can a terrorist win the court? That's another question for a gullible writer like Adamu. Yeah, Adamu yourself. He said the whole world knows that he's not a terrorist. It is only in Nigeria they call him terrorist, and terrorist country like Nigeria. Well, I don't want to blame anybody, for being terrorists or thereabout, because the real terrorists are in the northern part of the country. So if Nnamdi Kanu has been a terrorist, he would have terrorized the whole of the east, the 5 eastern states. Well, for us not to even pursue what is not meant to be argued about. Well, let's draw the curtain and let's go back to the comment section and extend our prowess.